time.
Like
one big
dogs.
change with this update is, unlike previous new regions that would add a bunch of new endgame grind spots, this one's not focused on that. Instead, they've added various bosses with this boss rush system. So there's
What a great idea. Thank God. Like, there's been enough
Promise
farming.
you won't give
How many
up on
farming
them.
spots does
And
this
I
game
heard
have?
something at the
How many does
marketplace.
it
I
need?
guess that's why she...
9 different new bosses,
by the
each
way,
with their own
where did
mechanics
the
and strategies
That's
to take
actually
on. Each of these
badass.
will also have
Like, this actually makes me want to try the game.
10 different difficulty
Unironic
tiers.
W
And as
ad.
you move up those tiers, you'll be introduced to new mechanics and attack patterns that you'll have to deal with. There's also these new gathering mechanics called the Green Artisan Skills. These add new mini games to various gathering life skills. These will be triggering randomly as you're out there gathering in the world, and if successfully done, you're going to use some more energy up.
Or like, what are these? Like, what did they just do? Like, they would like, okay, so what Flash games do you remember playing in high school? Oh yeah, the one with the helicopter and it would go up and down? Yeah, let's, all right, make that the mining one. Okay, so what about lumber?
But you will then also obtain a larger amount of materials. There's also now the Marnie Sniper Rifle life skill, which adds various improvements to sniper hunting in the game, including dealing damage increased depending on the spot that you hit. So for example, the greatest damage increase comes from a headshot. Probably not surprising, but there you go. And then the quality of reward will depend on your accuracy. In addition to this, some other new stuff includes new quest lines and a fully voice-acted story. There will be new workers, materials, and nodes free to find. All of this also accessible from...
What about lumber?
Adds various improvements to sniper hunting in the game, including dealing damage increased depending on the spot that you hit. So for example, the greatest damage increase comes from a headshot. Probably not surprising, but there you go. And then the quality of reward will depend on your accuracy. In addition to this, some other new stuff includes new quest lines and a fully voice-acted story. There will be new workers, materials, and nodes free to find. All of this also accessible from level 1 if you're a brand new player. If you jump into BDO for the first time, you don't have to level up before you get to check out this new area and this new content. All of that combat, everything about it is just scaled to whatever level you are. I'll say personally also, I just like how, just like with a lot of the prior content updates, Land of the Morning Light just brings some nice new additions to the game. Getting a brand new play space is always awesome. Obviously, a new place to explore. I think BDO does a good job with its open world, and it's been really cool to go.
That was, I think, the best thing about the game was the open world. I actually really liked it. I thought it was great.
Around checking out the new region. I like that they're doing something a little different with focus on boss battles this time around instead of just adding new grinding spots for players. Some of these fights are really neat as well. I also really enjoy the gathering mechanics. I know it's simple stuff, but how BDO does life skills, I have always enjoyed. Sort of gamifying the process of gathering and crafting just makes it a bit more engaging. All in all, this update just seems like another great addition to the game. So Land of the Morning Light, the latest update, as mentioned, is now available.
You know, I never got my Awakening sword as a warrior. I never got it. I quit the game before it came out. You got it at 56, right? 56 or 57. I never got it.
That's Son Gakshi.
Awakened Warrior, so that you missed out? What do you mean I missed out?
My old lady laid her down.
Wait,
Want to hear more?
Would they take it out of the game or what?
My old lady, she also told me that, the pain in my back.
I remember watching videos is disgusting.
Globally, it is free for anyone who owns BDO, or if you pick up BDO, you buy the base version of the game. Land of the Morning Light is just going to be available for you for free as well. So check it out. You can go ahead and take a look at the link in the description below. As with all of the major new content updates, it's cool to see the new stuff, but again, I am really just really happy to see some of those quality of life improvements that they made to the game. It's a nice surprise having come back recently, seeing these changes from how it was when I used to play seriously, because they're just big improvements. You know, it doesn't feel like I am pressured into those things anymore like it sort of did in the past. If you wanted to play seriously, dealing with the weight of silver, dealing with feeling like you had to purchase those pets and weren't giving enough for free, dealing with the inventory with little to no item stacking, and dealing with the fact that costumes were almost a must-buy. All of that stuff has been addressed, where you can just kind of play the game and with little to no additional purchases beyond the base version of the game, you can just play and enjoy it and kind of not feel moved in that direction. So yeah, I'm jumping back in. I'm going to be playing some more and checking out this most recent update. Happy to tell you about it though, because as mentioned, BDO is just a game that it's one of the many MMOs that I'll come back to on a regular basis. And yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping in, and maybe you'll see another follow-up video outside of this sponsored video here.
I think they should sponsor me. great idea. Yeah, I think that would just be, it would be good for everybody, right? I get to play the game. They get to have people look at the game, and that's about it. I mean, it's actually really not that complicated, but yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. How much money? I don't know, a lot. About a lot. Let's go with a lot. I need to stop playing video games
Hi everyone,
for free.
it's Rack.
That's the problem. I stopped playing video games for free, man.
Hey, did you get the You got farms for your why? What kind of a greenhorn If she found a snuff collar to stay alive, it would be better. See, of course we do.
Ναι.
Λέω... Είδες που βγήκε Gold River σήμερα και μίλησε.
Ναι, αλλά εντάξει δεν είπε και τίποτα.
Πώς, εντάξει είπα.
Περισσότερες υποσχέσεις και από το Μητσοτάκη έδωσε.
Ναι, τουλάχιστον είπε. Είπε αυτά που δεν έλεγαν είπε. Άλλοι. Βέβαια τα μασούσε λίγο. Με τα censorship τα μπάλωσαν από παντού. Σαν με θύμισε την πρώτη φορά που πήγα να μπαλώσω λάστιχο στο ποδήλατο.
Αυτό ακριβώς. Σαν παιδάκι 7 χρονών που το πιάσεις να λέει ψέματα, ξέρεις ότι λέει ψέματα και στα λέει, ξέρω εγώ. Που το είδες να πετάει πέτρα στο άλλο παιδάκι και το λες γιατί πέταξες την πέτρα και σου λέει δεν την πέταξα εγώ. Ενώ το είδες.
Άνοιξε το live μου, please.
Κάτσε, δεν μπορώ τώρα. Δεν έχουμε ίντερνετ στο ξενοδοχείο.
Όχι ρε μαλάκ.
Τι.
Πρέπει να δεις με τι παλεύω στο βίντεο. Μαλακά, τι cool boss είναι αυτό. Μαλάκα. Ανατρέχεις.
Πού στριμάς.
Ναι.
Κάτσε να δω μήπως μπορέσω.
Δεν το χτυπάω επίτηδες, δεν το πάτησα one shot.
Είμαι με δεδομένα επίτηδες. Α, το κοιτάω. Είμαι με δεδομένα επίτηδες. Είμαι με δεδομένα. Α, αυτό πάλευε ο Στούπς που πέθανε από τα αίματα. Που σου έλεγα.
Μαλάκα, φαίνεται γαμάτι. Πάτησα one shot. Ή δεν πεθαίνει.
Δεν έχουμε ίντερνετ μαλάκα και αυτή τη στιγμή δίνω δεδομένα από το κινητό στο Mac.
It's not supposed to die.
Stop this! Step away from him right now!
Old lady. Yes, I remember. You are the one who trapped me here on this cold stone island! But it won't happen again!
Έβγαλε μαχαίρι.
Husband, how could you? Did I steal your heart as well? I will find my lost love no matter what! There is nothing you can do but wait and see. Think of this as punishment for deceiving me. That is the reason why I let you all live!
charm. We may not be able. A charm was used to me. Yes. You should head to Nampo.
Που παίζω και έχει πολύ γέλιο. Θυμίζει πολύ αρκάνα. Με έβαλαν και σε guild.
Το λες.
Κάποιος μου έκανε invite σε guild. Έχει roster ρε μαλάκι. Τότε που παίζαμε εγώ δεν ήξερα ότι αυτό είναι roster. Αλλά έχει roster. Είμαι 86 τώρα. Μαλάκα, ανυπομονώ να φύγω από εδώ και να πάω να χτυπάω τέρατα. Βασικά να κάνω enchant. Αλλά φοβάμαι μη σπάσει.
I wasn't.
I knew you could find it.
No, I'm looking at you, the one.
Εντάλλον τι λες?
Εγώ λέω Χώσε. Ακούγομαι βασικά.
Ναι.
Γιατί μιλάω από μακριά.
Για τέτ θα πατήσω.
Huh? Somewhere.
The miroir, the milky crescent. There's a submit with her deep that they said his go it that much. All Maywell had of him was all
She ain't gonna get a
from that. If you break when she
Τι chance έχει? Τι στα όπλα μου για τέτ? 44%. Και μας πάσει θα πάει duo. Okay, let's go. Έσπασε. Πάμε. Κάμισου. Πήγε τέτ. Nice. Πατάω για πεν. Το 8%.
Hello, what is up guys? Evildousarm here today, back with another Black Desert video. Head over to the Enhancement tab at the bottom center, select the armor piece from within your inventory that you're trying to upgrade. Let's just continue to spam it. The story is going to give you thousands of black stones of armor and weapon to upgrade these different gear pieces, so you really don't have to worry about anything creative. So you're basically just going to continue to click the enhance button on these, and you can see I'm going all the way up. Okay, so there, I got a fail. That's what I wanted to get. So once you upgrade one time past Pry up to Duo, anytime you fail, your gear is going to drop down a level and you're going to get a thing called a fail stack. So every time you fail, additional chances get added to your fail stack, which increases your overall percentage of an upgrade. So I just failed the Try to Tet upgrade, the Roman numeral 3 to Roman numeral 4 upgrade, and it dropped back down to the Duo, the Roman numeral 2, but I got an increased enhancement chance. So my enhancement chance is now up, and I have a 15% chance to go back up to Try. So I can hit Enhance again, and you see it succeeds. Now I'm at a 50% chance. If I hit Enhance, I succeeded at that time. If I hit Enhance one more time, I actually got the pen on the 50-50 there. But that's basically it for this. You're going to continue to spam these all the way up until they get to pen. It is going to fail sometimes, but you can see going all the way to pen there took me like 200 stones. Now if this is your first time ever like seriously playing Black Desert and trying to progress your gear and upgrades and whatnot, you're going to want to make 2 sets of this. And I'll explain why in a little bit. It has nothing to do with the season server, but it's a huge quality of life thing, and I want to make sure to put it in this video. To get a second set of armor to upgrade, you need to find the NPC Fugar, who's located in pretty much every city in the game. If you can't find him, you can use the Find NPC function in the top corner of the screen, and type in Fugar. We're going to be coming back to this guy later, so, you know, you might as well learn where he is. But the Fugar here, in this city, is right here. If I go to the Exchange tab, I can exchange those time-filled stones for different armor, accessories, and weapon boxes for your character. So if I was going to make a second set of gear, I would go to the Exchange tab, and now I would pick up a helmet for 1 blackstone, I would pick up some gloves, and I'd pick up some shoes. I'd also pick up the weapon boxes. Now you saw accessories in that menu there, and I haven't talked about those yet, and the reason is because they're a scam. I think they're new player traps entirely. Now yeah, they're gonna provide you some nice bonuses while you're leveling, so if you wanna try and like upgrade a few of these yourself, go for it. But these are gonna be outclassed like immediately on the season server, and if you play through the main story on a non-seasonal character, you're gonna get better upgrades for these instead. If for some reason you do wanna upgrade these though, and waste your time, because it is a waste of time, you'll need to find the NPC Fugar, click on the Exchange tab again, and pick up some accessories. I guess I'll just do the rings in this case. You'll need to buy a bunch of these, so like just click like, I don't know, 7 times, 10 times, doesn't really matter. You need a crap load of them. After you have all those in your inventory, press the comma key on the keyboard to bring up the Black Spirit, click on the Enhancement tab, and select a ring. If you've never upgraded accessories in Black Desert, if they fail, they break, which means you don't get to keep the gear. So unlike upgrading your armor pieces or weapons where it just downgrades a level, these just entirely shatter. So if I hit the enhancement button on these, it failed. So I lost everything I just used. So I used 3 rings total, they're just gone into the ether. So let's try again. Nope, failed, lost both of those. All right, we got 1, got 2, failed, lost it all. And that's why these are a scam. They don't provide you really good bonuses, and you're going to get better stuff just for playing here in a few minutes. Now, if you want to try and like upgrade it 1 or 2 times just to have a little bonus, maybe go for it. You do get a ton of the black stones, but again, you're not going to use these after a few minutes. I think I've hammered that point home hard enough here. But anyway, continue this Naru gear upgrading until you get a full set of Pen Naru gear, which includes your helmet, your boots, your gloves, your armor, your main weapon, and your sub-weapon. So 6 pieces in total that you want to upgrade all the way to the pen stage. So now once you have that full set of Naru gear up to that pen stage, you'll see an icon popped up over in the top left corner of your screen. You also saw the same icon when I was upgrading. But if you click that, it'll allow you to convert your pen Naru gear to Tuvala gear. This is a major change from my other video. All you do is take off the piece of gear, click it, and it enters it into this menu here. You then click the convert button and hit yes. Only do this for 1 set of gear because you're only going to get to keep 1 set of gear for the end of the season server. So don't try and make like 6 sets of Tuvala gear thinking you'll be able to keep it. You only get to keep 1 set. But again, run it down the line and upgrade all of these pieces that you have equipped to this Tuvala gear. And once you finish those upgrades, you can press the escape key on the keyboard to close that menu and put the gear on that you just created. It's going to look the same, but it has significantly better stats. You can see my stats are pretty much improved across the board. So now we have our Tuvala gear set, and we can start looking at upgrading that. Again, hold on to any leftover Pen Naru pieces that you have, as well as hold on to these beginner Blackstones. Now upgrading the Tuvala gear is going to be similar to the Naru gear in the sense that you're going to use the same menus, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Because instead of just playing through the story to get the different upgrade materials that we need, we're going to have to go out and grind and kill specific mobs to get the things that we need, do specific side quests and whatnot to be able to pick up these upgrade materials. The percent chances for the upgrades are a lot lower than the 70% that we're just stuck at, so you might get frustrated throughout your upgrading journey. Suffer. But to actually get started with Naru upgrades, the first two are the easiest upgrades you're ever going to get in your life. Once you reach level 60, you are going to open up the challenges menu on the keyboard, which is the Y key, scroll down the list, and for hitting level 60, you're going to get a Pen Tuvala earring. You can claim that. And for level 59, you get a Pen Tuvala ring. So you can claim that. And those two accessories are going to immediately outclass pretty much the entirety of your Naru set. So you can see your 2 Naru earrings give you 5 if you upgrade them to the max. The Tuvala earring that like 11 hours, I just did it on stream this weekend. So you should totally check them out, and it's linked in the description below. But once we have those 2 easy Tuvala upgrades out of the way, it's time to get a little bit more serious. And you're gonna need to start farming up some materials.
Κατάλαβες, Dalton.
Όχι, κατάλαβα. Εσύ κατάλαβες.
Άμα κάνω όλο το gear μου pen, θα μπορώ να το κάνω convert σε Tuvala gear.
Σε τι?
Tuvala. Τώρα εσύ δεν καταλαβαίνεις. Αλλά η αλήθεια είναι μπροστά σου. Αυτό που πρέπει είναι να κλικάρω enchant. Do you know? Do you understand?
Understand.
Πατάμε enchant, λοιπόν, θα κοπανίσουμε τα duo που έχω, που δεν με νοιάζουν, και άμα κάνουν fail, μετά θα πατήσω το weapon, γιατί θα έχω stacks. Οκ, αυτό πήγε try. Πάμε να κάνουμε... Κάτσε ρε μαλάκα. Α, ναι, κομπλέ είμαι. Τώρα τα έχω όλα try και έχω και 2 tet. Οπότε θα πατήσουμε το try. Οκ, έκανε fail, πήγε duo. Τώρα πατάμε weapon για pen. Έτοιμος.
Για πάντα.
Έσπασε γάμο. Τώρα πατάμε το άλλο weapon για pen. 71% έχει. Πήγε. Nice. Είμαι πολύ καλός σε αυτό. Έλα ρε μαλάκα. Εντάξει, δεν έχω άλλες πέτρες. Τουλάχιστον όμως τώρα το κόμπρο μου δίνει 73-77 και έχω 109 EP.
Και πολύ χοντρά αυτά που λες, να ξέρεις.
Και θα το κάνω του βάλα. 109 EP convert. Εκατόν 14 EP. Κατάλαβες τι γίνεται.
Όχι, ψιλοκατάλαβα.
Σου δίνει το trial gear, το μαξάρεις και αφού το μαξάρεις μπορείς να το κάνεις convert σε κανονικό gear. Εκατόν 83. Εκατόν 86. Ωραία. Είμαι και πολύ τάπας να ούμε. What? Μαλάκα τι πήρα επειδή έκανα join στην clan. Την ώρα και το Γιάννη να μου έδωσε. Πού πάω ρε μαλάκα, τι 1500 μέτρα. Ξεκίνησα χωρίς το άλογο βλάκα. Used to perform guarantee enchant on Tuvala gear from Pry to Try. Σοβαρά τώρα. Πάει 100%. Αλλιώς έχει 22%. Μα λέγα τι λες.
Again, I have a video on this, and it's an 8-minute long video, which would be too much just to ram into this video, but basically it boils down to a bunch of different quests, challenges, and things that you can enter into the game. to be able to receive a bunch of these different upgrade materials. The upgrade materials in question are Tuvala ore, time-filled blackstones, and refined magical blackstones. These 3 upgrade items are what you're going to use to upgrade the rest of your Tuvala gear, and they can be obtained from killing mobs, side quests, entering codes that they put out on the website occasionally, all sorts of different ways to get these things. That video that's linked in the description below goes through all those different ways. So I'm going to do a couple of those easy ones, like filling out the Black Spirits Pass, or looking in my challenges menu for anything that I have, so that I can continue with this video, so give me a second. The first upgrade that I'm going to recommend you make is going to be upgrading your Tuvala main weapon. Obviously this only applies to the season server that we're currently on, because that will allow you to complete these next 2 challenges, which gives you a Frozen Tides Blackstone. This Frozen Tides Blackstone is a guaranteed upgrade from Tet to Pen for 1 piece of Tuvala gear, which saves you a lot of troubles. So upgrade your main weapon first when you go to do this. And getting started with upgrades is pretty simple on the Tuvala gear, so start by unequipping the weapon, pressing the comma key on the keyboard, and pressing the enhancement tab. The enhancement tab, just like before, we're going to pick the Tuvala piece of gear, and you can see that instead of the 65% chance that Naru had, this has a 30% chance for success. So you can see where this difficulty is going to begin. Now again, just like Naru gear, the prize stage cannot downgrade. The downgrades only start from duo and on. So this first upgrade, if you do just want to smash it and hope that 30% goes through...
If you or anyone in your family have an epileptic condition, consult your physician prior to playing Lost Ark.
Κατάλαβε.
Εσύ κατάλαβες.
This first upgrade. And I got lucky. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. But now that we have this weapon to duo, I'm actually going to equip it, which is going to complete this challenge, which will allow me to get this Kittix crystal, as well as the guaranteed upgrade stone. And I guess I'll keep running it down the line with stuff that's going to auto-complete from challenges. Sick, more upgrade materials. But again, this Frozen Tides Blackstone will come back to later for the guaranteed upgrade. So now that we have 1 piece up to duo, now we need to try and get all of our pieces up to duo. So I'm going to start by unequipping all of the Tuvala gear, which again is going to be the helmet, the chest piece, the gloves, the shoes, the main weapon, and the sub-weapon and the awakening weapon, which you should have gotten from your awakening questline. It just gives you a Pride Tuvala weapon now. So then we'll press the comma key to open up the Black Spirit, head on over to the enhancement tab, and select the first piece. I guess we'll start with the helmet. 26% chance for success this time. Again, you can just smash this, or we can do something creative with all of that leftover Naru gear. So remember I told you to save all those beginner Blackstones? If you take one of the pieces of Naru gear that we haven't upgraded already, we see that it's a 100% success, so we can smash it through this first 100% success period, but then it starts to getting to the point where it can fail. And if you remember what we were talking about with fail stacks, whenever something fails, you get a stack. So hopefully something fails and I just don't go straight through, because that'd be disappointing. Come on. There we go. Something failed. So I got 3 additional enhancement stack for an additional +6. I can press my luck, or I can take that +6 and try and use it on the helmet here. So you can see now the helmet's at a 32% chance instead of the 26% chance it just was. I'm going to press my luck and go a little bit further. Unfortunately, it succeeded. There we go, we failed. We got a +4 from that one. Take the helmet, now it's at 34% chance on this helmet. So you can see I'm using the Naru gear and hoping to fail the Naru gear so that I can upgrade the Tuvala gear. So 34% chance is good enough for me to give it a try. We're going to give it an enhanced attempt. Failed. We'll give it another go. Got the success that time. I'm going to take off the Tuvala helmet and try the Tuvala armor. Again, back to 26%. So we'll take that Naru piece of gear I was working on, enhance it, hope for a fail in here somewhere. Unlucky that we got an upgrade, but that's okay. We have more Naru gear to try this with, so we'll move on to the shoes. Because again, I said if you're a newer player, you'll want to make a second set of this anyway. We'll try and see if we can't continue to upgrade this. Succeeded. Put back on the Naru piece. Hope for a fail. Back number for you. You can make that jump to say waiting until it would be 50% before you'd go for it. It's up to you again. Now, if this is too much button clicking and numbers for you to remember, you can actually do guaranteed upgrades all the way up to the try stage using this Blackstone right here. So if I pick a duo armor piece here, I can, instead of using time-filled Blackstones, use a refined magical Blackstone. This gives you a guaranteed upgrade, but it costs you a guaranteed amount of durability. So if you upgrade with the time-filled Blackstones, if you succeed, you use up no durability, and if you fail on this upgrade in particular, I'd lose 10 durability. So I can skip that failed % chance and just get the guaranteed upgrade for that piece by using these stones and saying, here, just take off 20 and get the guaranteed upgrade. This only works up to the try stage, and again, is up to you if you would like to use it. Alright, so now let's actually take a look at upgrading this gear from duo to try. There's a few different options. Again, you can just try and smash it, and hope that it goes through. That's option number one, and it's really not a terrible idea because, again, the season server provides you a ton of different stuff. As we already pointed out, you can use the guaranteed upgrade with the refined magical blackstones. Option number 3 is to continue with the Naru method, where you go for an intentional fail on some Naru gear and hope that that fail goes through and you get a fail stack that you can then apply to this piece of gear. So you see I got an extra 10% upgrade chance out of it by doing that. You can do something called rouletting, where basically you try this upgrade right here, right? And if it fails, I say, okay, screw that, and I go on to the next piece of duo gear, and it now has a higher chance, and I go for it, and it succeeds. Then you start back at square one again, trying to upgrade the Naru gear, hoping for a fail, then going back into the Tuvala armor here, and trying to get it to succeed. Then again, go back to the Naru gear, try and enhance it, get the fail, try and get the upgrade on the duo piece here. Or we can start doing the big boy fail stacking, which involves using a piece of armor. There's a lot of different ways to do this. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is the best way, because I'm going to be honest, it probably isn't. But ultimately, when you upgrade a piece of gear that you can buy off of the central market, in this case Rokaba armor, up to a certain stage, you're going to get some options for enhancement. You can either enhance it hoping to enhance, or you can enhance it for durability. If you select the durability option, your percentage is reduced, and you're hoping basically to intentionally fail. That way you build this fail stack number. These enhancements do not use the free materials that the game gives you. They use blackstones, either armor or weapon, depending on what type of gear you with the blacksmiths trying an underfoe by purchasing from their shop the Reblith armor. This Reblith armor can be upgraded in the exact same way, and instead of needing to buy stuff off the central marketplace, you can buy it from him instead and not having to go between different NPCs. And select the first piece that we're going to go for the upgrade, which I guess I want to start with the boots, because those haven't failed yet. So now, before we start doing any clicking or anything like that, head on over into the Pearl tab and select one of the Advice of Alex plus 40s. It's going to ask you if you'd like to use it, you're going to say yes, and you're going to see that that immediately bumps you up to a 37% chance of success for this piece. Then at this point, it's going to be pretty much the same idea. So we're going to hit the skip animation enhance button and hope for the increase. Unfortunately, didn't get it, so we'll hop back over to our inventory and try a different piece. So this time, let's try the short sword. Now it's at a 40% chance. Give it a go. That time it went. We'll head back into the inventory here, use one of those Advice of Alex plus 40s, get that plus 40 stack to start. Head over to our inventory and try another piece of try gear. So we'll try this helmet. Failed. We'll swap to the awakening weapon. Failed. We'll try the chest piece. Success. Head back over to the pearl inventory, use the Advice of Alex plus 40, and we will try the next piece of gear, which I guess is going to be the gloves. Give it a go. Fail. We'll try the kunai. And now at this point, we start over again with all of these duo pieces to try and get them back up to try. If you haven't already completed the quest for Nadir's band, you totally should do that. I have a guide on this as well. It's linked in the description below. What Nadir's band does is it allows you to swap a fail stack, so we're going to exchange this fail stack by clicking on this empty slot right here, and I'm now back to starting over, and I can continue to try and upgrade.
Μαλάκα, έχουν βάλει ωραίο σύστημα. Κάνεις ένα quest που σου επιτρέπει να αποθηκεύεις τα fail stack. Και τα βάζεις στην ουσία, αντί να... Δεν χρειάζεται δηλαδή τώρα πια να βγαίνεις στον παίχτη, κατάλαβες. Και να μπαίνεις σε άλλον. Μπορείς, αλλά δεν χρειάζεται. Και παλιά υπήρχε αυτό, αλλά δεν ήταν με αυτόν τον τρόπο, ήταν χειρότερο. Τώρα είναι πολύ καλύτερα.
These gloves back up to try, as well as the helmet, boots, and awakening weapon. And I'm going to cheat a little bit and use the 20 fail stacks that we got for completing stuff on the season pass. So again, these immediately start me out at 50% on this upgrade. Alright, I've got everything back up to the try stage, so now we're going to run it back down the line again with those 40 Advice of Alex plus stacks there, and see if we can just to try and get...
Καλά, είναι νωρίς ακόμα να κλικάρω για τέτοια πράγματα. Δεν από το durability θα φάω. Έτσι κι αλλιώς όλα one shot είναι. Που είναι καινούργιο το άλογο μου και ακόμα δεν του έχω μάθει το sprint. Έχεις πας τα νεύρα. Σιγά σιγά το μαθαίνει, αλλά... Φαίνεται πως είναι να στραπεί αυτό το άλογο. Πω. Πώς πάει έτσι ρε μαλάκα. Να του βάλω και armor δηλαδή. ...63% έχω το sprint.
Yes, her. Oh. Ah. Why do you ask?
Κοίτα να δεις που μόλις τελειώσαμε τα quest αυτό το τσάρ θα είναι πιο δυνατό από τον Doxot μου. Που το ξώτης μου έχει Ξάρκα γκέρ, ξέρω τι έχει, δεν θυμάμαι.
You can't fool me. You can't. You can't fool me. You can't.
Get the spell. Θέλω να πάρω το spell.
You can't fool me.
Για μου θα πέσω. Ωχ, μομπάκια.
What's up? Okay, well, when you. We found the Songa.
This is a chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Πού σε ρε φάκε ρε.
Νομίζω ακούω έναν ανώμαλο, αλλά δεν είμαι σίγουρος. Ποιος μπήκε, Μάριε?
Εγώ μωρή
Photosensitive seizure warning. If you or anyone in your family have an epileptic condition,
έγινε τίποτα
consult
με
your
τον
physician
ΟΤΕ,
prior to
έκλεισε
playing
καμιά
Lost Ark.
κεραία, γιατί δεν έχω σήμα στο κινητό για κάποιο λόγο. Ενώ μέχρι το μεσημέρι, το απόγευμα βασικά είχα τέρμα. Μπουρδέλο έτσι.
Μα δεν ξέρω.
Τι έγινε?
Ρε, δεν έχω σήμα στο κινητό για κάποιο λόγο. Τώρα από το απόγευμα.
Ναι, έχουν
Έχω
βλάβη, ούτε ο Μπαντ έχει.
Α, αυτό.
Εγώ έχω. Δεν ξέρω τι έχουν κάνει. Το ξενοδοχείο ίντερνετ δεν έχει.
Please get
Βλάβη
the
το λέμε
bram.
τώρα.
Please get the
Γιοτάδες άχρηστοι.
Please get the bram.
Ο Ραφ έπαιξε 3 PUBG και το σβήσε.
Αχα.
Του φτάσαν 3. Τι είπε?
Τι game είναι αυτό, τι game.
Δεν το σβήσα.
Ναι, όντως δεν το σβήσε, αλλά ήσουν έτοιμος.
Δεν το σβήσα γιατί δεν έβρισκα πώς να το σβήσω.
Γιατί ρε.
Γιατί είναι μια ιδέα και μισή, μαλάκα.
Τι λες ρε μαλάκα.
Ναι.
Όχι, όχι, τώρα
μαλάκα.
εγώ το έβαλα να κατεβαίνει, οπότε θα κάτσεις και θα το παίξεις και θα το υποστείς.
Στος και Παναγία.
Το PUBG είναι
Όχι.
γαμάτο ρε Ραφ.
Ναι. Για το 1850 μπορεί να ήταν γαμάτο.
Τι,
Τι
όχι,
λες
όχι.
ρε μαλάκα.
Γιατί είναι κολοπέχνητο, πάμε PUBG.
Τι skins έχουν βάλει βασικά, έχεις δει.
Ναι.
Και γαμό. Μόνο και μόνο για τα skin θα το ξανάπαιζα.
Νταλντών. Πρέπει να παίξεις το Horizon, αν δεν το έχεις παίξει.
Κάτι τον έψηξες τώρα.
Ναι, αλλά φακέρα ανέβηκες καθόλου level στο BDO.
Δεν το παίξα, γιατί ξεκίνησε ο μαλάκας στο Horizon και δεν το άφησα εκεί στα 21. Να το συνεχίσω μόλις τελειώσει το Horizon.
Κάτσε να κάνω λίγο chopping εγώ εδώ ένα ξύλο. Έτσι, επειδή ξέρω εγώ δεν το γουστάρω. Πάει το ξύλο.
Please get the breath up. The vengeful soul. This is a chance.
Έχει επιλογές στα quest που κάνω, μαλάκα. Μου λέει, ξέρω εγώ, άμα θέλω να σώσω κάποιον ή να τον σκοτώσω και τέτοια. Εγώ βέβαια τους σκοτώνω όλους, εννοείται.
I have a charm that will bring Ans Kasongakshi. Stand before.
Τι είμαι κανένας φλόρος.
Όντως τους σκοτώνει.
Να τώρα είναι μία εδώ, ρε μαλάκα, η οποία είχε αποφασίσει να τους τυχιώσει όλους. Και μου έχει επιλογή άμα θέλω να τη σώσω ή να τη σκοτώσω. Θα τη σκοτώσω ρε φίλε. Τώρα κιόλας. Και να την αφήσω να ζήσει, τι να κάνει. Ή με φωνάζει σε μένα πάλι μαλακιά. Φακύρα.
Έλα.
Άνοιξε το stream μου, να δεις μποσάκι. Στο YouTube όμως.
Οκ. Τι boss είναι αυτό, Dark Souls boss είναι.
Τι γελάει σε καστριμμένο ρε μαλάκι. Όνα σου. Κάτσε ρε, chill. Εντάξει, μου άρεσε ότι θα την πατήσω, αλλά είναι cool.
How dare
Γύρω,
you try
μαλάκα.
to trick me with that ugly face?
Τώρα αυτό που παίζω είναι το story ρε. Και είναι πολύ easy αυτά.
Έχει το gear από...
Αλλά αυτό το boss μπορείς να το παίξεις μετά στο τελοστάρι σαν τον Guardian Raid.
Ναι, συνέχισε.
Και μπορείς να παίξεις πώς, με difficulties.
Α, οκ.
Δηλαδή έχει από εύκολο μέχρι αδύνατο. Και έχει και ranks. Έχει rankings για το ποιος το έχει κάνει πιο γρήγορα και τέτοια. Πολύ καλή φάση. Εγώ τώρα επειδή είχα παίχτες, πήγα κατευθείαν στην τελευταία περιοχή και κάνω το story της τελευταίας περιοχής. Βασικά δεν είναι ότι είχα παίχτες και εσείς μπορούσατε να το κάνετε. Αλλά είπα και το φιλόλαο μην το κλικάρει γιατί δεν θα καταλάβετε τίποτα
Όχι.
μετά.
Ναι, εγώ το πήγα από την αρχή. Καταρχήν να μου
Έβγαλες και μια άκρη.
περίεργο, ρε. Δηλαδή να το πήγαινες
Τα
κατευθείαν.
41 ευρώ σε έδειχνε όταν είδα.
For the tragedy you endured, both in life and death, there are simply no
Εγώ το
words.
έχασα γιατί έδωσα αρέστα από τα
The
δικά μου.
unfairness of your life,
Τέλος
I know
πάντων, έχω
well.
60 ευρώ
But let
επιπλέον.
it go and find
Άρα
happiness
θα τους παραδώσω
next.
60. Ναι, δεν ξέρω.
Thank you, ma'am.
Γιατί χρειάστηκε
I'm
να
worried
δώσω
someone. I'll go ahead and look around the town.
15 και... Α, δεν θυμάμαι. Τα πήρα, δεν τα πήρα. Ναι, τα 18 είναι τέτοια. Κάρτα. Εσύ βλέπεις την κάρτα. Μετρικά. Και πόσο ήταν, πόσο είπες, 41 και 19, 51, 60. Καλά πρέπει να είναι. Γιατί το τραπέζι το ανοιχτό ήταν 17, συν 2 νερά που πήραμε μεγάλα, 19.
Τώρα θα είναι το πρωί, μάλλον το θέτει πάσο από εδώ, δεν θα κάνω.
Ένα τραπέζι είχα ανοιχτό και ένα ανοιχτό. Και λοιπόν, μισό ευρώ ήταν.
Α, σε είπε.
Ναι, το δικό του μισό ευρώ. Το δικό μου ήταν 19 ευρώ. Γιατί φεύγοντας αυτή είχε πέσει ήδη το ίντερνετ και λέει θα πάρουμε και 2 νερά. Ήταν 17, με τα 2 νερά που πάω να τα χτυπήσω, τα δέχεται, αλλά μετά έβγαλε ένα μήνυμα και σταμάτησε. Άρα 60 μετρητά και νομίζω ότι θα είναι σωστό. Άμα το λες ότι είδες τα 41.
Είχα δει σε είδα 41.
Ναι. 60 μετρητά και τίποτα άλλο.
Τώρα το πρωί αν βάλω να κάνει τέλειο. Σκένισα.
Τώρα τι ώρα είναι.
Κάτσε το δάμε.
Είναι 2 και...
2 και 25. Τότε έξω θα βγάλω το πρωί. Εγώ τώρα ό,τι να είναι θα κρύψω. Ό,τι ξέρω. Και θα έτσι κάνω.
Θα πάρουμε να θα παρακάνει. Αύριο το καθήμα που κάνουμε τα νεφροσφαίρια.
Πω, μα 1000 πράγματα. Κι άλλο πέτρα, μαλάκα. 187 εκατομμύρια silver λέει έχει. Πακύρα, άμα ανέβεις λίγο,
Ναι.
άμα μαζεύεις τίποτα item από κάτω και αυτά,
Δεν είναι δικό μας θέμα. Η γραμμή
και πας πάνω,
τώρα βγήκε ο άλλος μου έκανε εδώ.
θα δεις ότι γράφουν market price κάποια.
Μπορώ, τα ζήτα, θα βγάλουν άκρη αύριο.
Αυτό σημαίνει ότι άμα πας και τα βάλεις στο market κοστίζουν αυτό που γράφει πάνω. Γιατί το market σε αυτό το παιχνίδι έχει μια στάνταρ τιμή, δεν μπορείς να βάλεις ό,τι θες.
Η ερώτηση είναι...
Οι τιμές ψιλοαλλάζουν κάθε μήνα, αλλά έχουν ένα επίπεδο, δηλαδή ας πούμε δεν μπορείς να πας να βάλεις αυτό το ψάρι
500 χιλιάρικα, ναι.
500 χιλιάρικα, ναι, άμα έχει ξέρω εγώ 30 χιλιάρικα μέσο όρο, θα μπορείς να το βάλεις από 25 μέχρι 30.
Οπότε δεν θα κλείσω. Θα κάνω...
Πότε μπορείς να κλείσει. Μπορεί να κλείσει το πρωί.
Ναι.
Η Βικτόρια τι ώρα είναι.
Τους φαίνονται τα σύν αύριο. Ωραία, μάλλον. Η Βικτόρια δεν έρχεται αύριο, Κυριακό.
Είναι ο Σόμος. Ναι, ας πάρουμε άκρη. Αυτό το παιδί που με το χέρι 4, ο Κωνσταντίνος από την Αθήνα, αυτός θα τα βγάλει όλα. Θα πει κατευθείαν. Αλλά θέλει μόνο ένας και να πηγαίνει μια στο τσέλι.
Πού έβγαλε κανονικά.
Το λόγο και το προδοτικά.
Ναι, είναι δίκιο, άμα τα κλείσω όλα και τα στείλω. 7.
7 παρα 5, 7 παρα 4 θα πάρει στο θόμο. Να το πεις τι να κάνω, να κλείσω. Αν το κλείσω θα μείνουν ανοιχτά τα τραπέζια και θα μπλοκάρει το κλείσιμο. Ας έρθει ο διευθυντής να τα κλείσει.
Όχι τίποτα άλλο. Άμα κάτσω εγώ πάω να κλείσω μετά, είναι 40 λεπτά διαδικασία.
Να παίρνουμε αυτό το Κωνσταντίνο.
Είπε θα ερχόταν και τεχνικός το πρόβλημα. Έμεινε ότι αν δεν έρθει ο τεχνικός, γιατί τι έχει κάνει τώρα αυτός, το έχει κλείσει όλο το ίντερνετ στη στιγμή στο ξενοδοχείο και έχει δώσει μόνο στο τον πύργο από αλλού. Αν δεν έρθει αυτός ο μαλάκας, καλό παιδί μου, αν δεν έρθει ο Δημήτρη, γαμίσαμε. Δεν μπορεί να κλείσει κανένας.
Δεν μπορεί. Αν κλείσει εσύ μετά θα μπλοκάρει όλο το σύστημα. Γιατί θα έχει μείνει μια ημερομηνία πίσω. Εκτός αν μπορεί να κλείσει από εδώ. Κοιτάλα. Ο μόνος που θα το λύσει το θέμα είναι ο Κωνσταντίνος από την Αθήνα. Αυτός που μας υποστηρίζει το Δημήτρη. Θα πει θα τα κλείσει όλα, θα βγάλει και τα τρίτα και μετά θα πει αυτό που πήγες το εσείς, αλλά έπρεπε να το πάρει 5 περίοδο. Δεν κάνει σίγουρα και το κατάλαβα. Έπρεπε να τον πάρει και το πει κάνα. Πες το κόμπι. Φίληξε όλα το πρωί, ξύπνα. Πες στον αέρα να δει τι θα κάνει. Γιατί έχεις δίκιο σε αυτό. Αν κλείσεις εσύ από εδώ, θα μπλοκάρει όλο το σύστημα με μία μέρα διαφορά.
Δεν είναι αυτό. Και τα λεφτά μετά, αν κλείσω εγώ και βάλω τα λεφτά έτσι μου τα δώσανε και τα βάλω μέσα με το συν που είναι. Γιατί είναι συν αυτή τη στιγμή τα λεφτά. Και από σένα και από την Ιβόνη 50 λεπτά. Σου είναι 19 συν. Και θα περάσουν την επόμενη μέρα, θα φαίνονται στην επόμενη μέρα τα λεφτά. Τα φύγω.
Ξύπνα. Αν δεν έχεις να κάνεις κάτι, ζωή, ξύπνα το 7 η ώρα, πες εμένα εδώ σου παρακαλώ να δούμε τι θα κάνει το φορά.
Μέχρι στρεσάρι.
Μην αναπτώνεσαι. Άρα κύριε Ρωστά, κατέβα κάτω σου παρακαλώ. Είναι εδώ που να είναι εδώ. Έτσι και τι κάθε. Τι όχι θα.
Τώρα έχει γίνει μαλακία.
What? Hey! Well, no need to fight. No need to fight. No need to fight now. Well...
What's the secret to my... That this is the goop pop of... My... Praying is praying. Like a hit.
What you cheat?
Πού κρύβεται τώρα αυτός ο μανάκι? Να το σου.
Head to the apothecary. If it's about those boiled, what are you? Then how about you do? Be ha! You failed to cure.
Θα βραδιάσει, λέει, τώρα το παιχνίδι και τα μομπάκια, λέει, θα γίνουν πιο δυνατά και θα έχουν καλύτερα drops.
What am I gonna do? But remember what the old man, huh? We should.
Άρε τι τραβάω.
Τι να πεις και εσύ?
Τίποτα μαλάκα.
Τι να πεις και εσύ βορεύτρια.
Τρελές μπάλες.
Φαντάσου να σε έχουν εκεί μαλάκα να δουλεύεις.
Νταλτόν.
Μμμ.
Είσαι μια μικρή χορεύτρια. Ωραία, με έκαψε. Μπάσταρδος. Θανασιός. Αχ. Μάλιστα, καπετάνια.
Θα θέλει 5 τέτοια αρμανέγκα. Λέω κι εγώ. Γιατί δεν γίνεται.
My name. Anyway. Oh, you know, helping them would be a suitable offering as well. Dulce, you should go and get ready to meet our goddess.
Photosensitive seizure warning. If you or anyone in your family have an epileptic condition, consult your physician prior to playing Lost Ark.
Σώπα ρε παιδί μου, τι λες τώρα.
Κατάλαβες.
Δυσκολεύομαι να το πιστέψω.
Το BDO σε προειδοποιεί ή σε αφήνει να πάθεις αυτισμό?
Νομίζω σε αφήνει απλά.
Ναι, ωραίο παιχνίδι, δεν σε προσέχει καθόλου.
Οκ, οπότε θα πατήσω το weapon μου. Με 100% για να πάει try. Μετά θα το κάνω repair. Δεν ξέρω, who knows. But this is the first step. Okay.
You know, helping them would be a suitable offering as well. Dulce, you should go and get ready to meet our goddess. You know, helping...
Δεν έχω ένα try weapon το οποίο είναι τάπα.
Rice porridge alone.
Πάω να σκοτώσω κάτι γουρούνια για να πάρω pork.
Rice porridge. Oh, and that's but it's all a mis.
I'm Hosan, a horse whisperer. What are you doing here? You want to know about the grasses? I'll go on first. I'll go on first and tell Sandal about you. Oh, and could you bring some bottles of liquor too? Make sure Bukari doesn't see.
Έτσι να πάρω και κανένα καρότο. Είναι φλόρικα καρότα, μα λέει.
Φλωροκάρωτα.
Είναι απλά καρότα, δεν έχουν γέμιση. Lekker nistaks. Μαζεύω weeds.
Hey, hey! Did you all... beyond the mountains and river, there are enemies.
Please hear my prayers. Please, gracious fox goddess.
I told you so. The fox goddess won't even bat an eye at people like you.
Eh? You're that girl.
Είμαι στα Fox που πάλευε ο... Oops.
You really dragged your smelly body all the way here. You can try fooling my eyes, but you can't fool my nose.
What are you talking about? I'm just here to get rid of this boil.
The fox goddess shows mercy on those with blue boils. But yours is red, isn't it? Well then.
Someone help!
Where did you come from?
One, the chief. What are you talking?
Whatever the case,
You've no fox orb to protect you!
Your eyes are like the moon. I'll keep my eye on you. Since I've shown you mercy, you must repay me in kind.
Excuse me? Please, Mian.
Over and the chief. There's the seek out the hope me. Me.
There's the plague.
Me. It would wait for me outside.
Did you see what? And huh? And why would we do?
Πάλι καλά έχει teleports τώρα πια, μαλάκι.
Oh dear, that's my
Quests.
cookbuff is just as my cookbuff is just as good as my cookbuff is just as
This is right. You dare speak their name in front of the chief's apothecary?
my cookbuff. Oh dear, that's my. Oh, I know, Muck. Oh dear, that's not how you.
You dare speak their name in front of the chief's apothecary? You must be looking to get hauled away.
My, you must have been hungry. Would you like some kimchi to take home?
You dare?
With the curfew and
does that mean all?
Well, neither. I think I'd like my story to start at Pomne County.
The centipede market, said to be everywhere and nowhere. Have you found anything out about it?
Pardon, but starting your story with Pomne County, is it because of the tragedy that left it in ruins?
Not quite. You may not be familiar with it, but there was once a time when blue mist flowers would bloom there during a full moon. I don't believe. What is your name, fair lady?
You may call me Mihan.
This is the revered Sung-san. We met him earlier at the Beacon Tower and... what?
I'm a map maker call me Sung-san. Is there something I should know about Pomne?
If you can tell me about the centipede market.
Huh. Well,
I'll come looking for you.
what do you...
Just wait for me.
My good.
Oh. He told. No. He probably calls him. Ah, and.
You keep calling her Mihyun. Is...
I already told.
Λοιπόν, δεν γίνεται αυτή η κατάσταση, φεύγω. Πάω για ύπνο.
Ωραίος.